Foul Clark early. The Aces coach reveals how she stopped Caitlin Clark by fouling her often, and it worked. In the world of women's basketball, Caitlin Clark is a name that commands attention. Known for her incredible scoring ability and playmaking skills, she often leaves defenders scrambling. However, in a recent game, Becky Hammon, head coach of the Las Vegas Aces, managed to devise a strategy that effectively stifled Clark's performance. For the first time this season, her approach worked, resulting in a significantly lower output from the star player. Hammon's game plan revolved around a simple yet aggressive tactic: foul Clark early and often. Unlike many teams that have tried to contain her, Hammon instructed her players to apply constant pressure from the moment Clark touched the ball. This meant that every time Clark dribbled, she was met with physicality. Whether it was Chelsea Gray, Kelsey Plum, or Jackie Young, each player was tasked with staying on Clark like glue, pushing her off her rhythm and disrupting her usual flow. Clark, who typically thrives on creating her shot from beyond the arc, found herself forced into a different role. The Aces' defense was relentless, leading to an unusual number of mid-range attempts for Clark, which is not typically her game. In fact, she took 12 two-point shots, a significant increase compared to her usual three-point heavy style. This shift in shot selection highlighted the effectiveness of Hammon's strategy. One noticeable trend in Clark's recent performances has been her reliance on mid-range shots rather than attacking the basket. In the lead-up to this game, she had been experimenting with her shooting, trying to find her rhythm. However, the Aces' physical defense made it difficult for her to establish any momentum. Instead of driving to the hoop, she was often forced to settle for contested jumpers, leading to a subpar shooting night. Hammon's approach also included a psychological element. By instructing her players to be extremely physical, she aimed to get under Clark's skin, pushing her to the limit both mentally and physically. The referees, perhaps swayed by the reputation of the Aces, allowed a fair amount of contact, which worked to their advantage. Kelsey Plum, in particular, was aggressive in her defense, often shoving Clark and creating a chaotic environment around her. While some might argue that this strategy could lead to foul trouble, the Aces managed to walk that fine line effectively. Clark received a couple of offensive fouls, which served to further frustrate her. Each time she made contact, the Aces players flopped, increasing the pressure on the referees to call the fouls in their favor. This tactic not only disrupted Clark's offensive game, but also contributed to her overall frustration. Despite the challenges, Clark still displayed flashes of her brilliance, managing to make some great passes and creating opportunities for her teammates. However, it was evident that the Aces' defense had successfully impacted her usual dominance. The end result was a game where Clark's scoring was significantly reduced, a feat that few teams have managed to accomplish this season.